Have you ever been in a brand new country, completely surrounded by signs and sounds you don't understand, and you just really need to find a bathroom?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's that tiny moment of panic, right? You feel so lost.
Exactly. Well, that little panic is what we're going to help you avoid today. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Adam. I'm Adam.
And I'm Veronica. It's so good to have you with us. Today, we're talking about something super useful, the top phrases you absolutely need to learn before traveling to a country where you don't speak the language.
That's right. These aren't just words, they're like keys. They unlock basic communication and show respect for the local culture. Even a small effort goes a very long way.
It shows you care. So where do we start, Adam? What's the first category of phrases people should focus on?
Okay, so the first and most important group is what I call the core courtesies. These are the absolute basics of being polite. They are hello, goodbye, please, and thank you.
The classics. You can't go wrong with those.
You really can't. Every single interaction you have, from buying a coffee to entering a shop, can start with hello and end with thank you. It immediately makes the interaction smoother and friendlier. Another one to add to this list is excuse me or sorry. This is perfect for, getting someone's attention, or if you accidentally bump into someone in a crowd.
That makes sense. It just softens everything. Okay, so we've got our basic manners down. What's next? What happens when we actually need something specific?
This brings us to our second category, simple questions and navigation. The most powerful phrase here is where is. You just learned that little part. Where is, and then you can add the one word you need.
Like, where is the bathroom?
Exactly, or the train station, the hotel, a restaurant. You just learn those key nouns. Another really useful one is, how much is this, when you're shopping? You can just point at an item and ask. It's simple, direct, and incredibly effective.
Okay, I like that. So you don't need to form a perfect long sentence, just the key parts, where is and how much.
That's the whole idea. Keep it simple. Now, this next one is a favorite topic for many travelers. Category 3, ordering food.
Ooh, yes, this can be the most intimidating part for me. Looking at a menu with no pictures and no words I recognize.
It can be, but a few phrases make it much easier. First, a table for two, please. Then, once you're seated, the menu, please. And for the most important part, ordering, you can simply say, I would like, and then point to the item on the menu.
Pointing is a universal language.
It really is. And when you're finished, the phrase, the check please, or the bill please, will be your best friend. Also, learning the words for water, coffee, and beer or wine can be very helpful.
Right, the essentials. What if you have a dietary restriction, like an allergy? That seems really important to communicate correctly.
That's an excellent point, Veronica. That moves into a more advanced but crucial area. If you have a serious allergy, it's a great idea to learn the phrase, I am allergic to, and then the word for that food, like peanuts. You can even write it down on a card in the local language to show your server. Safety first.
A card is such a good idea. That removes any chance of misunderstanding. Okay, so we've been polite, we've found our way around, we've eaten. What else is a must-know?
This leads us to category 4, which I call the communication bridge. These are phrases about the language itself. The most important one is probably, I'm sorry, I don't speak the local language.
Just to be clear from the start.
Exactly, it manages expectations. After that, you can ask, do you speak English? This is a polite way to find a common ground. And if they do speak a little English, but maybe they're speaking very fast, you can ask, could you please speak more slowly? People are usually very happy to help if they see you are trying.
I think that's the key, isn't it? The effort. People appreciate when you try to speak even 2 words of their language. It shows respect.
It shows immense respect. It changes the entire dynamic. And that leaves us with the last and hopefully unnecessary category. Category 5, emergency.
Right, the ones you hope you never have to use.
Precisely. But you should know them just in case. The most important word is simply help. It is understood in many languages, but it's good to know the local word. 2 other phrases are I need a doctor and I am lost. These are critical for your safety.
Definitely. You don't want to be trying to look that up on your phone when you actually need it.
Not at all. So, to quickly recap, we have the core courtesies like please and thank you, simple questions for navigation and shopping, phrases for ordering food, the communication bridge like do you speak English, and finally, the emergency phrases. If you learn just a few phrases from each of these 5 categories, your travel experience will be so much richer and smoother.
That's such a fantastic breakdown. It makes learning feel much less overwhelming when you put it into small, manageable groups like that. It's not about being fluent, it's about being prepared.
That is the perfect way to say it. It is all about being prepared. Well, that is all the time we have for today's episode. We hope you found these tips helpful for your future travel.
Yes, and if you enjoyed our conversation and learned something new, we would be so grateful if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel, English with Adam. It really helps us out.
It does, and we love hearing from you, so please leave a comment down below. Tell us what is one phrase you think is essential for traveling, or just tell us where in the world you're watching from.
We love seeing how global our community is. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.